What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. Today I want to share with you 5 things that would be good gifts for kids that encourage adventure or activity or thought, and they're not just mindless toys for Christmas. So here is 5 things that I think make great gifts to encourage adventure and activity for kids.
If I won't go with you by my side, it's all that I need. Ooh, it's you inside of my head, in all of my dreams.
All right, if your kids are anything like mine, they're gonna get toys for Christmas, right? From grandparents and aunts and uncles and friends and whoever else, and you probably have too many. I'm a minimalist at heart. I feel like we have a ridiculous amount of toys. I get rid of them all the time and they still manage to pile up. We still have so many. So I wanted to come up with some ideas of things I could get my kids that encourage them to be active and adventurous and use their brain. And I've come up with 5 things that I think are good ideas. These are in no particular order. Number 1 and number 2 kind of go together. Number 1 is an arts and crafts box or an activity box. So everything I got for this box for my son and my daughter came from the Dollar Tree, okay? It cost me $25 for both boxes, and I'm gonna go through the items real quick just to show you what's in it. But I'm doing one for my son and one for my daughter. I just got this little box at the Dollar Tree. Simple as that. I'm gonna take my label maker and put their name on it, and then I'll probably put like other stickers around here just to decorate it for them. Let's dump that out. But there was a pack of 4 of these little notebooks. So there's just blank paper notebooks. And it says, imagine, create, and inspire. Okay. So I put 2 in Winnie's and 2 in Cruze's. I got these sheets of stickers. Again, I got like little mermaid girly ones for Winnie, and then I got some like space ones for Cruze. Here's a 250 count sticker book full of stickers. My kids love stickers, so there's that. Let's see, I got this bingo marker. I thought it'd be fun to like dot things, and I can, you know, make things on sheets of paper and they can play tic-tac-toe or whatever. Bingo marker, I thought it looked fun. A paint set, so it's just a little paintbrush with some paint colors. A giant glue stick, because it was $1. These colored craft sticks, it's basically just colored popsicle sticks, but there's a ton in there. Look at that. And this was $1. So, a bunch of these. I got these foam sheets. I don't know what these are. I don't know what they're gonna do with these, but they're gonna use their imagination. And then a pack of feathers, because why not? So the idea is that I have all this stuff. I'm gonna put it in here where it fits neat. And when they need to get some energy out, or when they're, you know, I need a minute to like cook dinner or whatever, you get the activity box out, you say, here you go, make me something. And let them use their brain, let them use their imagination, and just create whatever the heck they wanna create. I also have some like of those little pom-poms and some pipe cleaners and some buttons. But those are things that we already had, and so I'm just gonna put those in each box. But I did one for Winnie and one for Cruze. So that's the first thing, is an arts and crafts or activity box. All right, I feel like the arts and crafts or activity box is really good for the younger kids. So I've got Cruze is 5 and Winnie is 2. And I think like it's also good like texture, like a sensory thing for Winnie to have all these different things in here. But a similar idea, but I think would be better for older kids, is an experiment box. So my cousin was telling me about this, where you've probably seen where you put Mentos in Coke and it like explodes. But she's gonna do this for her boys, and it's you can just Google or Pinterest or whatever experiments, science experiments for a 5-year-old, science experiments for an 8-year-old, whatever, and then go get the items that you need to create that experiment and just put it in a box. Or maybe put it in like big Ziploc bags, or get a couple different boxes. Like, this is our Coke and Mentos experiment. This is our volcano experiment, whatever. And have a few of those experiment boxes for rainy days, for days when, like, again, you just need a minute to maybe get some stuff done. And they're not just sitting in front of a TV mindless, right? They have something they can do, they're gonna learn from, they're gonna use their brain, and it's gonna be fun for them. So that was the second thing, is an experiment box. But again, I think that's better for the older kids, whereas the arts and crafts box is probably a little bit better for the younger kids. All right, the third thing is memberships to local parks or zoos. An annual membership. This is such a great idea, in my opinion. I know a girlfriend of mine who got this from her mom for Christmas. Her mom bought their family an annual zoo membership. Like, what a great idea. And so I think doing that for your kids is a really cool idea too. I know we have a water park that's about 30 minutes from us. So getting an annual membership, if you're going to be able to go, I mean, do the math and make sure that it's a solid investment. Be frugal about it. But if you're going to be able to make up for that in a couple trips, I know like the zoo membership nearest us, if you're going to go twice, I think, in a year, it pays for itself. So yeah, an annual membership to a place where you can get outside or go do something adventurous, go do something different is a really great idea for kids. There's science museums, there's kids museums, there's zoos, there's amusement parks, water parks, local maybe art museums, stuff like that. Annual memberships to places like that, I think are really, really good ideas for kids. And it gives you options, right? So on a weekend, you're like, I don't know what to do. Hey, let's go to the zoo. We paid for a membership. So I think that is a really, really cool idea. All right, the fourth thing is camping gear. Now you may be thinking, I don't live anywhere near a campground, or we just don't go camping that often. Guess what? Kids don't care if it's the backyard. They don't care if it's the living room, okay? It's just fun to set up a tent and sleep in a tent. It doesn't matter where you do it. So yeah, in a perfect world, you'd like go to Utah for a week and camp, right? Or you'd at least go to a campground and camp and use the woods. You know, I don't know, that seems adventurous. Yeah, that's adventurous and that's awesome. And I hope that we can do that. I hope that people can do that. Go to different places around the nation and camp and be outside. But like, kids don't care, especially young kids. You pop a tent up in the backyard and roll a sleeping bag out, they are going to wig out, I promise. So a tent is a really cool gift idea for kids. Sleeping bags are awesome. I know, like, put a sleeping bag on the living room floor. They're gonna think it's great. So I think camping gear, a lantern, headlamps, maybe a like portable stove thing. Again, you can use it in the backyard. They think it's awesome. Get a s'mores kit. Maybe buy your family a fire pit from Lowe's for Christmas and you present it to the kids like, hey, now we can have s'mores whenever we want in the backyard. I mean, there's endless possibilities when it comes to camping gear. So I think camping gear for kids is a really, really cool idea, even if you only ever use it in the backyard. All right, my fifth and final idea for an adventurous or active gift for kids is a travel-specific backpack, or like an adventure backpack, a road trip backpack, whatever you want to call it. I think it's super cool to have this bag that is like designated for adventure. So maybe you put like a blanket in it that's like the travel blanket, right? Or when you do go on a road trip, you do go on an adventure, you get them a new game to play in the car, a new, travel game, a new like coloring book, whatever, and it goes in the adventure backpack. Like, that's when you know something cool is going down because you got out the travel backpack, right? I just think that's a really, really cool idea for kids. Also, you could put in it like a tackle box, like a flat tackle box. I'll try to put a picture right here of what I'm talking about. And that's what you can put snacks in when they're in the car. So like use each compartment to put different snacks in. That's fun. They love that. It's cheap. They have them at the Dollar Tree for $1. So put something like that in there. Organize some art stuff in little travel boxes. So maybe get them a new backpack. Again, don't use the one they take to school, right? That's associated with school. We learn from that backpack in a different way. This is the adventure backpack where we learn in a new way. So get them a cool backpack, different backpack. Doesn't have to be expensive, but a travel-specific backpack, and maybe put some containers in it for snacks and art supplies and whatever else. Maybe a travel blanket to go in there too. But I think that is a really, really cool gift that will get kids excited about going on road trips and having new adventures. So those are just a few ideas to maybe get your kids excited about traveling, being adventurous, and just being active, using their brain, right? So you had the arts and crafts box, activity box, the experiment box, which again I think would be better for older kids, the annual membership to a place like a zoo, a museum, a science center, something like that, and then camping gear, stuff that even if you don't use it but once a year, or if you only use it in the backyard, in the living room, like I think if you have the stuff, you're more likely to use it more often. So like right now, you may not be going camping because you don't have a tent, right? So get a tent and go camping, go hang out, go backpacking. And that leads me to the last one, which was an adventure backpack or even a little hiking backpack. We got Cruze a little camelback that has a water container in the back and a little straw comes up. He thinks it's the greatest thing ever. So maybe get him little hiking backpacks. It's awesome. So those are just a few gifts I thought would be great ideas to encourage adventure and activity with your kids for Christmas that isn't just like mindless toys that they're gonna play with for 2 days and then not use anymore. And you're gonna end up donating to Goodwill the next year. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I think it's down in this corner. It might be this corner. In one of the bottom corners, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos, and we will see you in the next one.